Hey there, boys and girls. Welcome to episode 81 of Sonic Boom TV. I'm Kevin. And today I went to the record store, Euclid Records in New Orleans. I went there with the reasoning of getting the new Megadeth album. What is it? I don't know, the Sick, the Dead, and the Dying, or something like the Sick, Dying, and the Dead, or whatever it's called. I don't know. They were sold out. They had the CD, but I didn't want the CD. I wanted to get the record. I think Walmart has it, and Walmart might have it cheaper because the guy told me it was at least $40. He thinks it was more than $40. But and he said he was ordering some more, so I don't know if I'm going back there next week or not, because I got some bills to pay. And I spent a little bit too much money today, but not didn't kill it, but went a little bit over what I wanted to. So anyway, so I walked around the store and I wasn't really finding anything that I was kind of looking for. I would look for the first Rancid album because I don't own it for some reason. I don't own it on CD or record, and I was looking for the record. Every time I've tried to buy it in the last couple years, there's been some issue with it not being available, even though it was available. I don't know. So anyway, so walked around, went upstairs and looked at the dollar bin stuff, and then settled on some dollar bin stuff, some 3 for $5 stuff, and I bought two new but not new albums. Like the albums have been out a while, but I never owned them, and these are brand new. So let's start with the first one. It was Doyle, Abominator. This was only $25.99, and I believe this is a 2 LP set. And there may be some other stuff in it. I'm going to open this in my next video. So show them here quick, and then we'll do the next video will be on opening, because I have something I got in the mail as well. And then the next one, same thing. The Lookouts. I didn't know anything about this band. I just looked at it, and of course that looks like the Lookout Records logo. And I was like, I saw it and I didn't read all this at first. And I was like, man, this has got to be some kind of, especially when I saw the back, so this has got to be something like related to Green Day or something. And sure enough, it is. It's Trey Cool's band from when he was like 12 years old. And it says Billy Joe Armstrong played on it. But I think Tim Armstrong and some other people played on it too. So I said, you know what, this might be worth it. I don't know what color the vinyl is because apparently there's a light green vinyl or something like that, and a black vinyl. I don't know. So I'm gonna open this one in the next video too, and we'll find out what it is. I think the green one is like limited to like 500, so it's probably not that. But it doesn't say on the cover. Then while I was upstairs, I looked through the dollar bin, and the dollar bin had a ton of stuff that I had not seen before in it, but it was a ton of stuff that I did not want. So I gotta sort these real quick. The stuff that they had was they had a lot of like old stuff, and some like the Letterman and all that 50s and 60s, I call it like mom and dad rock or whatever, and pop or whatever. I don't know what it was, but nothing that I was interested in getting. So I went through all the dollar stuff, and I had about 8 or 9 things that I did pull out, and then I looked at the records and I said, nah, I'm gonna put these back. Like I had a Monkees record, but I already owned it, so I almost bought it again, and I was like, no, I already got that one. And there was a Kinks album that looked pretty good on one side, but the second side looked like it had been roughed up, and I know it was going to be real bad, scratchy. And there was a couple other ones. There was a record by The Call that I don't have, but the cover looked like it had been wet and kind of torn. Not torn, but something stuck to it. You know how you've seen that before, I'm sure. And I pulled out the record, and the record looked kind of funky, like not scratchy, but like gross. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with that, cleaning that moldy up stuff off of it or whatever it was. So I just settled on 5 of 99-cent ones. And the first one is called Tremblers. Tremblers Twice Nightly, it's called. They look like some kind of new wave band or something, and that's what it said they were. And it was a promo copy, gold stamp promo. So I grabbed it. The next one, I like the cover. I don't know who she is. Don't know what kind of music is, but it might be funny because she's got songs called Pedal to the Metal, I Won't Sleep in the Wet Spot No More, Stubborn Kind of Girl, Love Isn't Love, Junkman, I'm Wired, 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 Root Her, and Night Owl. Anyway, her name is Gina Ravan, and I Meant It is what it's called. I like the cover and the back cover, so I thought that was, worth 99 cents, hopefully. The next one, they had several records by this band, but I only grabbed one because the other 2 that I saw were kind of scratched up, and then they had like several versions of this one. There's Paul Revere and the Raiders, Midnight Ride with Paul Revere and the Raiders, featuring Kicks. I have 1 or 2 of their other albums, and I like them. 60s, maybe 70s, probably 60s. I don't see a date on this. The next one I got mostly because of the gold promo stamp on it. It's freaking huge. The Jags, no tie like a present. I think they're another new wave band, but look how big that stamp is. I've never seen one like that before. It says loaned for promotion only. Sale is unlawful. Ownership reserved by Warner Brothers Records Incorporated. And the back is, kind of like that. And then the last one is a band that I'd heard of before but never listened to, so I don't even know if this is going to be good. They had a lot of their stuff there in those bins, but I didn't. This is the first one I saw. It's Head East, Getting Lucky, and it was in the dollar bin. They had a lot of their albums in the 3 for $5 ones, but I don't know if they had this one. And if they would have, I probably would have got one of those because it's kind of beat up and stuff. If you guys can see it, it's the cover's all kind of trashed a little bit, but the record itself looked pretty good. So those were all 99 cents. Then I went to the 3 for $5 bin, and I got a few more, but it was basically stuff that I like the cover on because I don't think I know too many of these. I'll tell you what I know. I don't know a lot, but I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 9 of these. The first one, I thought this is either going to be great or ridiculous. It's called Americade American Metal. And, well, look at those guys. They are supposedly a glam rock band. It's PJ DeMarini, Gerald DeMarini, Walt Woodward III, and Dave Spitz. Now, Dave Spitz is a name I recognize. Don't know from where. But I'm going to have to look him up because he might be somebody that was in a good band. But who knows what this is. But it looks ridiculous, but it was in perfect condition, almost new. So I grabbed it. This one, the next one, is one that I looked at on eBay this week, and I almost bought it, but I thought it was a little bit too much because it was like maybe $6, but they wanted like $5 for shipping, and I was like, I don't want to pay for that for this thing because I know I've seen it in 99-cent bin before. But Blood Rock 3, and the back is pretty plain. The album looks good. I was just listening to Blood Rock 2 the other day, and my copies, I got 2 copies, and they're both kind of, so I wish I could find a clean copy of that one. So I've never heard any of the songs on this one, but it's probably more of the same kind of hard rock, that early 70s style hard rock. Never heard the first album either. I think they only had 3, so I've got 2 out of the 3 now. The next one I bought just because I like the cover. The shirts, Street Light Shine. Don't know anything about these guys. Definitely look like some 60s or 70s, probably more 70s look than anything. So I don't know. Check them out. The next one is a band that I heard the name before somewhere. Don't know where, don't know when. But it was just, when I saw it, I was like, I know that's going to be something that I probably want, so I'm going to grab it. It's called Red Letter Day. More songs about love and war. The title and the stuff is terrible. The picture's not that great. But, and the back's not anything special either. But this album, they're a punk rock band, is what I found out. I didn't do a lot of research on them, but I did enough to find out that they're a punk rock band, so I'll probably like it. This record was released in England, so this is an import. But it's also got marketed in West Germany on it. It says, released emotions in. Oh, that's the name of the record company. This is in England, but it's made in England. So I don't know too much about it, but I think I'm gonna like it. Just based on what I think I know about it. How's that, right? This next one, it's called Funeral Horse. I'm going to show you this one in a second. I'm going to pull it out. This one actually says $7 on the front, but it was in the 3 for $5 bin, so I got it out of there. So I'm sorry if I didn't pay enough for it, but I gave it to the guy and he rung it up. So I don't know. I didn't look at the receipt. Maybe I didn't. It says it has a free download card on that little thing too, right? Not that anybody needs to see this, but whatever. I'll show it to you. So anyway, this is number 171 of 333, and that's a handwritten 171 by who? I don't know. I looked this up on Discogs, and it said that this was random colors. So apparently there's all different colors of this, whatever the place that was printing it had available, I guess, to use. But the picture of the one that the person had on Discogs is the same picture as the one I got. They had a different sticker, I believe. It came with a sticker, Funeral Horse. There you go. Came with a download card that I'm not going to show you my code in case it still works, but I will show you, a little download card thing. Then it came with a little order form, not order form, but like a catalog type sheet. Then it has a photo with some information at the bottom. I don't know if these are lyrics or what have you, or some kind of story or something. I don't know, but it's stuff in the back. And then my vinyl on this, and it came in this black inner sleeve that has it's kind of coated on the inside. I don't know. It's not really plastic, but got a pinkish with purple splatter, I guess. Not bad. I think it's a heavy metal band, of course. They had a section of marked down metal. They have a section they call like the Mighty Markdown section. That's where all this was, and they had a mighty Markdown metal or something section. And I looked through it. I didn't know any of the bands, and the cheapest one in there was like $11, and I think the most expensive one there was like $18. So probably could have been something possibly good in there, but it was bands I had never heard of, and they had the crazy looking logos and stuff like that. So it might have been black metal or something and stuff that I'm probably not going to be like anyway. So I just passed on any of that. Trying to go for cheap and good instead of good and expensive. Not that those are expensive prices for records, because records are ridiculous these days. Then the next one, Earthquake, Rocking the World. This is a cool cover. The band looked kind of a cool photo there. I guess they're from the 70s. Yeah, 1975. I don't know any of the people in this band. I don't know any of the songs. I don't know anything about them except that cover looked pretty cool, so I wanted to have that, whether it was good or not. The next one, it's called White Greg. Nice spread. Don't know anything about this one, but there's some sort of theme going on this, and I'll get to it. So the songs are Slow Burner, Back to the Gutter, Sci-Fi Song, Dark Corner, Heart Failure, Drowning Song, and here comes the theme. Tyler's Balls, Black Hornet, William Shatner, and Eric's Balls. Somebody likes to sing about balls, I guess. I don't know. But it's funny. So, I thought it was kind of cool looking. At first I thought the cover might have been water damage because of all this stuff on it, but that's just actually the cover. So anyway, that was cool. Then, two more. Found this one. It's The Gathering, Almost a Dance. This is an import as well. I believe from the UK. I looked them up, and they're supposed to be like a goth metal band. Came with a nice inner sleeve, and it came with the plastic inner with the rounded bottom. Like that's how you know it's a British one, because that's how they do it a lot of times for some reason. So that's a brand new record. So I don't know if it's any good, but it was brand new, and it was in a 3 for $5. So I picked it up. So I've got a lot of stuff here that I don't know anything about it. I just like the covers or whatever, and we'll go with that. And then the very last one, which is probably my favorite cover out of all of them, maybe not, maybe that cartoon one, but Norman Nardini. That's a cool looking cover. He didn't even need the second guitar in there to make it cool. I mean, just that little pose he's doing, it's classical rocker. And then on the back, of course, he's got the two hot women with him, so you can't beat that, I guess, right? But I don't know any of these songs, never heard of this guy before, but thought that'd be a cool one. So that's it for this episode. It was a little disappointing that I couldn't get what I wanted to get at the record store, but at least I came back with something. My next video will be an opening. I got one thing in the mail that I've been waiting for. It came faster than I thought. And then I'll open the two that I got from the record store. And that'll be it for this episode. Talk to you guys later.